Thanks.
Just give me a second. I'm just gonna grab my notebook. My notepad. Huh? No, not right now. No, I ain't. Alright, so, see, we don't have any no pencils or pads with us. I'm just gonna record this. If there's anything that needs to be checked out, maybe if I say something that you don't agree with, we can always go back and rewind that and make sure. It saves from us having to have paper and pen. Okay. Sometimes you can't follow what people are saying when you're too busy trying to write something down. So before we start, I'm just looking at your background. So this isn't your first time that you've ever talked to the police, correct?
No.
So you know how the system works. We have to read you your Miranda rights. So that whole process. Okay. Okay. Do you understand Miranda?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to read it anyway. If you have any questions on it, feel free to ask.
Okay.
Okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are entitled to talk to a lawyer before and during question. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided before questioning without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have any questions regarding the Miranda rights?
No.
Are you familiar with where you are right now?
No.
Okay, so you're in Osceola County Sheriff's Office. This is our administration building.
Okay.
This is where our offices are.
Okay.
Today's Sunday, and I know you said it was early for you. So it is 6:37.
Okay.
Are you normally up at this time?
Depends, because my girlfriend's schedule.
Oh,
it's crazy. She works as a dialysis center, so sometimes if she has to open, we have to be up at 2, start getting ready, get her up there. Yeah, so you know it's mixed a lot of times. So.
All right. So you said that you kind of had an idea, right? Why we're here.
Yeah, the guy called me. He was asking me a lot of questions.
So who's the guy that called you? You said someone called you.
It was a detective Ortiz, if I'm not mistaken.
And what was your conversation with him?
Just asking me a couple of questions about a guy I know that I provided service for, and that was it.
What did he ask you?
If I was in Florida, if I knew if he had hatred towards somebody or something like that, or if he had any upgoing issues, and who was in charge of the home and things like that.
All right, let's go back a little bit then. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay. As far as
where are you from originally?
Panama.
From Panama?
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up?
Different places. My father was military. I lived in El Paso, Texas on a military base, Georgia, New York, Jersey.
Oh, what part of New York?
Queens.
What part of Jersey?
We was All right, so we stayed in, it was West Berlin, and then we stayed in Somerdale.
And you said Queens.
Yeah, Queensford, New York.
Okay. How long you been in Florida?
Phew. They got here before me. I got here maybe 2015.
Oh, so you've only been out here 3 years?
Yeah, I've been out here long.
Okay. So what do you do for a living?
Right now we're trying to get this home appliance service going, me and my father, and that's what we do right now.
Just so it's just not, just labor, no, nothing, no, you don't, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a particular thing, a particular field, specialized.
Well, computers, electronics, and home appliances. We advertise HVAC, but I don't do HVAC, so it's just.
So who does HVAC then?
My father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
at least somebody's doing it.
Yeah.
So your father's here as well?
Yes, in Haines City, where I really stay at, like my home.
Oh, so you live in Haines City, but you've been staying with your girlfriend
Yeah.
until she gets her license situation fixed?
Yeah.
Okay. So, no job really? Work for yourselves, independent?
Yeah. Was taking calls for different companies like Barrister, the military company and all that, but nothing as far as just like I'm with them independently. No.
How do you advertise?
Online, flyers if I can, cards, word of mouth is actually the biggest thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So, going back to this conversation you had with that detective,
Mm-hmm.
who was this guy he was asking you about?
Mr. Roosevelt.
Mr. Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Who's he?
Gotta provide service for him.
Oh, shit. What kind of service? I mean, that's a
Well, with him, it was always something different. His computer's messed up, or his wife's laptop is, something, or whatever. Really, I would say his microwave, whatever.
How'd you end up meeting him?
Could have been word of mouth. This was a while ago. When I originally first got out here, I was talking to so much people trying to get, things off the ground. It would either have to be a flyer or word of mouth.
So how long you been working for him?
Off and on. I probably met him when I first came down here too. So I really don't know like exactly how much times I've worked for him, but it's been off and on, spread out throughout the years. Yeah.
So the last 3 years you've kind of been going over there and
Well,
computer work and the microwave and.
I helped him out with, I was trying to help him out with the CVS thing, but I told him that, he's trying to get pictures produced, and he's not able to because they look professionally taken, they said. And you need something from the photographer themselves in order to be able to print those photos.
So he paid you for all these things, correct?
Yeah.
How did he pay you?
Cash. Always cash. Yeah.
Always cash?
$10 gas, $25, $35 for the call.
Oh, so nothing huge.
Oh, no major repairs or anything like that, no.
Did you ever meet his wife?
Yeah.
And she, same thing, she would have you do things
Well,
too?
her, I only looked at her laptop. And him, he more than he mostly wanted whatever it may have been.
How was he as a guy though, man, as far as paying you and stuff like that? Was he good or?
Oh yeah, he was fine.
Okay, no issues with him paying you?
Oh, never. Mm-mm.
When's the last time you saw him?
I had an appointment with him. Man, if you could speak to Ortiz, because I don't have my phone on me, but if you can speak to him, he knows the exact dates. I gave him the dates because I was actually able to look at my message stream at the time. I'm going to say it was the 19th of June.
Okay.
And I also spoke to him On the 1st or 2nd of July, I was letting them know that I'm not going to be available, the 4th coming up, and I usually do that with anybody that, calls me for service.
So, but it was a general reach out to him just to let him know.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I even left a voicemail for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you did it using your cell phone?
Yes.
Okay. So you heard what happened to him, right?
No.
No?
Everybody keeps telling me about the incident.
What are they telling you?
Ortiz said there was an incident. Have I heard something? I caught that. He said, have you heard of an incident in the last few weeks? And I said, no. And I said, is everything okay, He said he's sorry to tell me that he passed away. And
No, he didn't. He passed away.
Huh?
No, he did. He passed away.
Yeah, I got that. But the questioning seemed kind of weird, though. Because he asked me if I knew of anybody he may have had a problem with.
That's a general question that we
Right.
ask every single person that we talk to, whoever associated with someone. We always ask that. Because obviously we don't know that person,
No.
but that person we're asking may know of something. So it's just a general question that we ask.
Okay.
So because I wasn't there, what was your answer?
I told him no.
No?
Yeah, I told him no.
Okay.
Because he was kind of asking me questions that I really couldn't help with.
Hey, so I'm sorry, let me shift this back because I was asking you, that's your girlfriend's house out there, right?
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of cars in that driveway.
3 vehicles.
Whose vehicles are those?
All right, so her brother is currently staying with her, his wife, and his kids. He has a minivan and a white Ford Explorer. The black vehicle, the Camry, and the red Ford Explorer is my girlfriend's. Her black vehicle, it's not really usable, so she's using the red vehicle. And that's all the vehicles there. Oh, and the other vehicle is my sister. She's there babysitting. Because her brother and his brother's wife are boating or, whatever they do on the boat.
Okay. So none of those vehicles there were yours?
No.
Have you ever used any of those vehicles?
Just to take my girlfriend to work and back.
Which one?
The red one.
Which I believe was over there in the driveway.
Yes, right in the driveway, yeah.
Okay. So do you own a vehicle?
No.
So you said that black one's not running right now.
And it's not. It's on like 3 cylinders, no AC, might shut off. Yeah, it's not a usable vehicle.
So how are you getting around before?
Oh, well, I was using a van. It's my father's van, really, but we use that van for, service calls or whoever's going to go out, and we mix between that van. My sister has her car, my mother has her car, so me and my dad was just using that.
Okay.
Until something happened to the transmission. So, yeah.
So, do me a favor, let's go back a little bit, okay? You said that recently you started staying with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, recent? What's that?
All right, so technically we're supposed to be like living together, but we're like together for like 4 months. It's kind of soon, so I still have stuff at my parents' home right now, and it's a tricky situation there.
You ain't ready to commit just
I am, but you just never know, it's how it'll go, So
tell me a little bit about yourself, man.
Okay. What you want to know?
Your background. Grew up in New York. Went to school in New York, right?
Yeah.
What'd you do after that?
Well, from beginning to end?
You gotta tell me everything, but highlight it.
Well, after school, I pretty much was in a GED program. I ended up getting arrested, and
What?
bank robbery.
Up there in New York or somewhere else?
New York.
Yeah.
I did my time, came home. I started working for a company named Warsaw in Brooklyn. Then I moved to Jersey. I got married in Jersey. Had 2 kids in Jersey. What else? It's just worked out there.
Are your kids still in Jersey, or they're down here?
They're in Philadelphia.
Oh, they're in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
How old are they now?
11 and 9.
You get to see them often or no?
As me and the mother have issues from time to time. Last time I seen them was last year. I'm supposed to get them every year during the summer. This time it's a bit of an issue and trying to still work that out.
I hear you. I've been there.
Yeah, it's pain in the butt, but
So, interesting background.
depends on what's interesting, you know.
No, shit. Sounds interesting to me. So, why are we here?
I don't know, but I
Still
don't like
know. No. You still don't know?
No.
No. I'm really interested in your relationship with Mr. Roosevelt.
Okay.
I think there was a little more to your relationship with him than what you're telling me.
What do you mean? It was just service calls and that was it, really.
That was it?
Yeah, I mean, he likes to call everybody his friend, you know, friend, but anytime we ever spoke, you know, it was mainly about just service, that's all.
You gonna tell me that in the 3 years you've been working, doing what you do, you can't recall how many times you went to his house?
That's a rough question, man. I really can't.
Was that many?
It had to have been because I really can't. Like I said, when people call, I drop by, you know, if I can make it, I'll make it. If I can't, I'll reschedule. He usually texts me everything, so I probably have a stream of, you know, oh no, but I did switch phones. But
How long have you had this one you got now?
the iPhone, it's an older iPhone. I just used it.
Usually you switch phones.
Yeah, I had a HTC before, but the iPhone I
Well,
bought,
to HTC.
I dropped it. It wasn't responding on the screen, so I had to swap it.
What was this?
I really don't remember that. I'm trying to remember when
Years
I
ago?
got the iPhone.
A year ago?
No.
6 months ago?
A few months back, yeah.
About two months back? A few? Two?
I would say more than 2. I've been using it more than 2 months, definitely.
Okay.
But you can tell me while we're here.
Yeah, I'm about to. You should probably already have a clue. Because, let me tell you this. All right. You're 35, and I mean, you're kind of savvy, pretty intelligent. You know computers and stuff like that. Technology in general, right? So you understand nowadays where we are with technology, right?
Yes.
And just in general, but put that as in the police aspect of it, law enforcement. How far technology has come.
Yes.
Okay. So let me, I guess, say to you that technology has brought you right here to this chair.
Really?
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, I never met you. I didn't know who the hell you were until recently. So here we have an individual who we're investigating, whose death we're investigating. Okay. And here we have you sitting right there. And one of the things that I said brought you here was technology. So technology brought you guys together, brought us together. Okay? Didn't pick you up out of a hat. it's not funny, haha, but funny in that there's that connection that you know him, he's dead, and you're here.
Okay.
Getting the picture? Not yet? No?
Are you involved in any way with that?
No.
No? I think that's what he's trying to ask.
No.
You mentioned your girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long you been with her? Staying with her at that house?
Steady, maybe the last month and a half, I would give it.
Like every day?
Yeah, like steady.
Okay, every day for a month and a half?
Yeah, I could be longer. I don't,
Okay.
could be a bit longer.
And you said you're not sure how many times you went to this Mr. Roosevelt's house?
But yeah.
Would you say more than 5 times?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have an idea of where he lives at, right?
Yeah.
You've been to his house. You know how to get there?
Yeah, it's off of Pleasant Hill.
Pleasant Hill Road?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm guessing you know the layout of the house? Because obviously you've been in there.
Yeah, I've been there. It's just really open.
It's an open concept?
Yeah, it's like really open, yeah.
I don't know that family too well, right?
Mhm.
But did he invite you inside and offer you anything when you go there?
Well, when I go there, I'm normally, for service, I'm inside. I don't do outside work at all.
What areas of the house do you get to go to?
Well, I've been in his office. I've been at the dining room table working on his wife's laptop.
Okay.
I've been in his garage.
Okay.
And I've used the restroom there before.
Okay. And I know you said earlier, and I'm tired, you've done several different things, right? Some of which is computer stuff and some of which is just helping around.
Yeah, computers
Okay.
and appliances.
The computer stuff, I guess you're pretty good with that.
I do the basics when it comes to computers. He really needed help with a lot of just basic stuff.
Like, did you take any classes for computers?
No, I self-taught
self-taught?
everything, yeah.
Okay.
With
What kind
building.
of things that you know how to do with the computer?
Well, I started with building computers, but right now, I just do like virus removals. I just bring over some software.
Some software?
Yeah, it just removes some viruses. He mainly needed help with his email.
Okay.
He was saying that he didn't know how to sync his email.
Now,
Things
is
like
that with his computer or her computer?
With his and her both.
What kind of computer did he have?
HP?
Was it a laptop or?
Oh no, it was a desktop.
It was
She
a
had
desktop?
she had the laptop. Yes.
Okay. Did you ever take any of them electronic stuff home for testing or repair?
No.
It was always at the house?
Yeah, I never like taking stuff out. You bring it back and they can say this wasn't here. I have a big scratch now. It's yeah. That's a bigger headache than you could believe. Like.
Okay. I guess he had viruses, you said?
Yeah, always.
Is there a reason
Always.
why?
I tell him it has to be the websites he frequents, because when I leave him wiped. I verify with him that he is fully protected, and he'll call me and say he has a problem.
Do you get to? I'm a real dummy when it comes down to the computer world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you are you able to like see the websites that he's going into that's maybe giving him a virus or something?
Yeah, history.
Have you noticed something like, hey, you shouldn't be going to this website because it gives you viruses? Like, how would you educate him in not getting viruses?
Well, the first thing I do is I add an ad blocker to his browser.
Okay.
That will eliminate most of the viruses. I advise him to keep it on if he gets any pop-ups that's asking him to allow this page to show over his pop-up blocker, just deny it. But when it came to using the computer, he was pretty basic, he said. So he said he only logs into like his social sites or his email.
Okay. Did you notice any, I guess, irregular stuff that would cause a virus or damage to the computer?
No.
Okay, so it wasn't his history then that was giving him problems?
Honestly, I cannot tell you where he used to get these viruses from. I really don't know where he browsed, but I know that he always would have like a virus issue. And
So when you went into his history, you couldn't see?
well, I didn't go into his history. I tend to not go into people's history. I showed them how to clear it if they would
Show
like
how
to.
clear it. So you never see what the type of websites you used to go on?
No. Can't do it. It's not good for me. I don't need to know. I just, all I need to do is make sure that he's virus free, keep an ad blocker on there, and just educate him on what not to do in case he gets any like notifications or
Well,
things like that.
I find that funny because I think you kind of have to, you can't avoid not seeing the history. I know the kind of history he had on his computer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you do too.
No. I honestly don't go through history. I don't need to, no.
So, and the viruses that you found on his computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you run Windows program through it?
Windows Defender?
Yeah.
I like to bring Norton over, McAfee or something like that, do a quick scan, leave it that way, uninstall it, and then leave Windows Defender on there.
And you never saw the websites?
No, like websites, like just his general history.
Yeah.
I mean, if you open it, you're gonna see like whatever the person's doing at the moment, but like, I don't go to the history tab and go searching through your history, like.
Not even by accident.
You
Some of
can't.
the shit he was doing.
Honestly, it's not easy to just do that by accident. You'd actually have to hit the history tab, and that's what I'm saying. That's not something you just can do by accident. If you can just, navigate around the screen.
So he asked you, did you have anything to do with what happened to him? Did he not?
I'm still trying to figure out what's this situation, like what happened to him, and
He's dead.
I understand this. You have said this, but
I mean, what else is to say? I mean, he's dead.
Well, we're just trying to figure out if he had anything in his computer that he may or may not should have, like, and last time I checked, like I said, I'm not a computer genius, but like I know, like I heard that if you go to websites, you could get viruses. I also heard that if you like download stuff, there's a potential to get
oh yeah,
viruses.
yeah, that's
So
common.
I think we're asking you if there was anything that, like I said, we don't know the gentleman like you know him. Did he have anything in his computer that he probably shouldn't have had? I mean, you got to play with both of their computers.
Yeah, as far as should not have, I don't think so. I wouldn't believe so. He didn't seem like he would have something he shouldn't have.
Hey, what's your do you have friends in Kissimmee?
Not really. I really don't know much people out here.
Haines City?
Haines City, that's even a new thing. Like, it's not a new thing. I'm lying. My father's been over there over a year now. It's a newer area. Not a lot of people. Most of my friends are like in New York, Jersey, people I went to school with. Even Atlanta, I have a few friends lingering around there.
Did you know Mr. Roosevelt was from New York?
Yeah. Yeah, that's when we originally met. I'm pretty sure that was the discussion. Yeah.
Any other friends that you talk to all the time, hang out with, or associates?
Right now, no.
Just your girl?
Yeah, my girlfriend, my sister, you know, our family.
So what's your normal routine for a day?
Um, I check my email, check to see if I have any calls. If not, I advertise. I buy and resell. So if somebody has a cell phone that probably needs to be refurbished, or somebody has a laptop that can possibly be refurbished, they sell it for cheap, I'll try to buy it, get upgraded parts, and resell.
That's what you do during the day?
Yeah,
How's business been recently?
it sucks.
Yeah.
It really sucks. The buying and reselling is actually a bit better than the appliance repair itself. Well, the appliance repair is kind of slow right now. Only thing I really see a lot of is dryers lately. And yeah, kind of sucks right now.
When you did these repairs, I think you mentioned to my partner that Roosevelt paid you in cash.
Yeah.
How does the price points work out?
Well, for him, I was just giving him a discount, you know. He said he would give me some referrals if, you know, if I, you know, just took care of him. He said that he didn't want it to be taken advantage of because he had a guy in New York that would look at his machine. He charged him a flat rate, and I'm pretty sure that's how I stuck with letting him know $10 gas, and depending on what it may be, we can range from like $25 to $35 for the call, because it was always short calls. It was nothing ever too long or extensive.
And when it was time for you to leave, I guess when the job was done and he pay you, it just
Yeah, it just, here you go. Sometimes he'll tip.
okay. And I guess he took out the money from his wallet, like
Yeah, out of his pocket or, you know.
okay.
Did you notice his house? If it was modernized, if it was where, you know, you can control everything on your phone. What do you call those?
Like a smart home?
Yes, exactly.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I never seen him control anything in the house off his phone.
And nothing was hooked up to his computer?
His computer, hold on. He has a computer, a printer, he has a monitor, he has a cable box, I believe, or a router, and that was it. Only thing hooked up around his computer.
So, home wasn't smart, that you could recall.
No, I never seen him control anything off his phone. That's like you could dim your lights and turn stuff off and on. Yeah, I know what you mean. No, I never seen that before.
At least in his house you didn't see that.
Well, I never see. I mean, you can't really tell until you actually see somebody using it. I never seen him actually use any of those features.
Did you notice anything else around his house, on the outside of his house?
No.
You ever notice the security cameras he had?
Oh yeah, definitely. I thought. I'm thinking you told him.
No, outside.
Mm.
He ever have you work on those?
No. He actually was gonna refer the person who did those to me for my parents. Jeez. He said, I think it was a person that his wife knew, and that he works for a company, but he does that on the side, and he charges you like a flat rate, because my parents are talking about, you know, doing that, but we never moved forward with that.
Okay. So you never did anything else, you didn't do anything outside, you said? Everything was inside the house?
Yeah, except for one time in the garage, that's about it.
What was in the garage?
He had one of those, like, open windows that he wanted to install a pull-down blind, like the wireless blinds, I think they're called, and that was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
How would you get there?
Oh, To his house?
Yeah.
It's a straight run down 1792 till you get to Pleasant Hill, and then you make a right, and then you drive to his street, and then you make a left. Yeah.
And you'll go by yourself
Yeah.
when you do these jobs?
Yeah.
And are you driving like a company van, a car? What are you driving?
A minivan.
A minivan?
Yeah.
And it's always a minivan?
Yeah, majority of the time. If it's not a minivan, it would actually end up maybe being my sister's vehicle, but I don't think I've ever been near my sister's vehicle.
What kind of vehicle your sister got?
It was that Camry that was at the house.
Okay. I'm guessing you drive that vehicle too?
Sometimes, but she's like a busybody. I hardly get that vehicle, so it's mainly the van.
Okay. Did you get a chance to talk to Mrs. Roosevelt?
No.
You don't talk to Mrs. Roosevelt at all? Okay, so his business is always with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, give me a second, alright?
Okay.
Don't touch this, alright?
Not a problem.
He said something like you want to. I gotta use the bathroom.
Okay.
God. Did he fall asleep? In the room? Yeah. No.
Give me a second, huh?
Okay. Here we go.
The power went off? Did it go off again?
What?
The power?
Just for a second?
What do people call you?
Rico.
Rico?
Mhm.
All right, Rico. I'll be straight up with you. Dude, I think you're a really nice guy, you know, and I think you have, it seems like a good sense of humor. Because for us, especially for me, I think it's important in this job for us to have kind of a sense of humor, because you know what we do for a living, right?
Yeah.
Right. So being a homicide cop, we see a lot of bad stuff. To be light at heart helps. So not you bring that shit home and it's just going to tear you up. So that's the reason I am that I am. And for you, it seems like you kind of have a good disposition. Okay. I personally for me, and I say this through my experience, through what I've done in this investigation, I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that I know that you're not telling me everything. And people have their reasons for that. And hopefully this morning we're going to find out your reason for that. Because straight up, you ain't telling me the truth.
About what?
But I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you right now. You say about what? Do you remember probably about halfway into our conversation I started asking you about his house and his computer, and smart home and stuff like that? So, when you did work for him, you did it on his computer.
Yeah.
I told you that I saw his computer, and I saw what was in that computer. And we're talking about history. I saw his history, and I saw the shit that he was doing.
What was he doing?
He was doing some pretty nasty stuff that, in this, besides homicide, that'd be the second worst thing a person can do. And it was on his computer. And I think you saw that. And you told me yourself you're a father of a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old, so you have kids. So when someone who you working for, this is my personal opinion, you run into some shit that's, I don't think anybody in society really goes for. I think that can make a person angry. So, you did work in his house.
Yes.
You saw the monitor. You saw that he had a surveillance system in his house.
Yeah, the monitor right above his computer.
Then you saw the camera system.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you understand, being a computer guy, how this stuff is stored, right? You say,
Yeah.
What do you mean,
Like stored, like set up and stuff?
Set up, memory. So you're familiar with that?
Yeah, everything pretty much has memory. Yeah.
Right. So you know there's a hard drive where you can store memory, and then you have the cloud.
Yeah.
Okay. So I told you in my explanation that technology brought you here. Okay. So are you putting 2 and 2 together now? Technology, camera system, you in his house. You kind of get it now?
I've been to his house, though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. So
I don't think you get what he's talking about at all. I just want to make sure you get what he's talking about. Do you understand what he's saying?
The camera system.
Yeah. Keep going.
And me.
Keep going.
And you said we're together.
So that's right. If you don't understand something,
just ask.
Just ask. It's okay, man. A lot of people sometimes don't.
I mean, this isn't looking good. Yeah, I'm being good.
It's not. It's not looking good for you. And I'm telling you that we didn't pick you out of a hat. We did not. The investigation led right to you. Okay?
I can't see how.
I see exactly how. You understand there's a process in this country, right, when it comes to law enforcement investigations, making arrests, getting all that stuff. Okay. So we basically had to prove that you had something to do with his death.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Please don't do that. No.
Yeah.
So you had nothing to do with it?
No. Not at all.
And here's the thing.
I didn't see anything.
But I'm going to tell you this. In my experience, I've sat in this chair thousands of times, or a chair like this, and had someone in that chair thousands of times. And I'm going to tell you, dude, I might bullshit a lot, have good sense of humor, but there's a couple things I believe in. And number one, dude, I'm a strong Christian person. And when somebody says, and you haven't done it yet, and I give you credit for this, the same people that sat in that chair would say, I didn't do it. I swear to God. I swear on my children. I swear on my parents' grave.
Yeah.
And those same people sat there. And I know what I know, they were freaking lying out their ass. Okay? So it takes just more than just saying that. And we're not going to have someone sitting there like you are in handcuffs because we ain't got nothing on them. Because we do. We always do. We do our homework before that.
I understand, yeah.
So this is what we do. We don't necessarily have to bring people in here. We don't. Because if we have the evidence, we just make an arrest, and that's it. Pass the paperwork on to the courthouse, and we're done. Okay? But we do bring people in here to give them the opportunity to explain, because there's always an explanation for something. Unless you're a cold-hearted ass freaking killer, you don't give a shit as to the reason. We don't get many of those, because normally we get people in here that either made a mistake, something happened in the spur of the moment, it should change. Because in Florida, one of the biggest things when it comes to what we do is premeditation. You know what that means?
Not the complete definition.
Premeditation is somebody to have a thought about doing something. Talking about it, planning it, and then doing it.
Understood.
Okay. That's a cold-hearted person.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get people that make mistakes. And I can tell you right now, my man, you made a mistake. And I'm saying that based on our conversations and our interactions. Because to me, you don't seem like somebody who freaking went out there and planned this shit and freaking...
I don't have anything to do with this.
Then who?
The what?
Then who does?
I don't know.
I want to believe you, and that's why we're having our discussion, because I want to have a better understanding and believe you, and me and him are a little bit
At odds.
at odds.
We're at odds.
I really don't have anything to do with this.
So, you went to fix his computer. I know you saw the child porn on that computer.
Child porn? No. I never seen child porn on this computer.
Really?
Never.
Really? So let me ask you this. Did you ever discuss the stuff he used to do with friends of yours? On the job, I mean.
Possibly.
Yeah? So, what if I tell you that during my investigation, I found out information like that to corroborate what I already knew? That would make you look bad.
Because I never seen the child porn?
No, because I think you did, and I know that others know you did, but you sit here and you deny it. I can prove it. I can freaking prove it. So for you to sit here, and I mean, I know you might be scared, and that'll be normal.
Yeah.
That's normal. But the reason why you're sitting right here, right now, and not sitting at the county jail, is because I wanted to hear your side of the story.
I have nothing to do with this.
Okay, let me tell you this. I'm not gonna play all my cards, but check this out. Some of the stuff we find out, I can tell you right now. I know what you were driving. Okay. Did you rent a vehicle recently?
My mother.
Yeah. What kind of vehicle was it?
Altima.
Altima. Who makes Altima?
Nissan.
Nissan.
Yeah.
Did she rent it for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I told you, the van broke down for...
Right, transmission.
Yeah.
When did she rent this car for you?
Jeez, I don't know. Shit. I had it for about, I can't remember when she got it.
When did you return it?
That was a crazy day too. I can't even remember. We returned it. My father returned on Tuesday. I can't remember.
Last week?
Possibly.
You said something
Tuesday.
about, you said that it was a crazy day. Do
Yeah.
you recall that day? You remember that day?
Because I had to get she told me, make sure that your vehicle is clean, because if we take it back, they're charging a $400 cleaning fee.
Who'd you go with to take it back?
My mother, she had to take it back.
Did you go with her?
Yes. Because we had to take both vehicles and...
Get a ride.
Yeah, exactly.
Where did you return it to?
The Hertz in Haines City by the Toyota. Yeah.
What time?
I had to be there by 1:30 or 1 o'clock.
You know what those cars have on them?
What's that?
GPS.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, do you think, once again, here comes technology, that we can't obtain information?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So, take that into consideration. Take the surveillance into consideration. So here we have two things that, unless you're really, really good, you can't beat technology. Okay? So, let me ask you this then. Today is Sunday. So, on Monday, the 9th.
The 9th, okay.
Do you remember that day?
Monday the 9th
Mm-hmm.
of this month?
Mm-hmm.
No,
No.
the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nothing without my phone really. Like when I'm able to use it, that kind of gives me a idea.
It's the day before you turned in the car.
Okay,
You remember that? A little bit better?
okay.
What happened that day?
Nothing really.
You didn't do nothing for a whole day?
I mean, usual routine. I get up, listen calls. Usually advertise a little. I've been picking up my girlfriend every day, and that's about it.
Do you remember picking up your girl that day?
Well, I mean, I've been picking her up almost every day.
Well, I
so-
mean, you're making it seem like you're telling me what you did that day, but you really don't even know? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, like I said, usually when I have my phone, I can just run through my list. I can kind of get an idea, like what I was doing.
I think my partner here could tell you what you did that day.
It was a week
Mhm.
to the day that you told us you last talked to Mr. Roosevelt.
Okay.
When you said you called him, said you weren't going to be available.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So, a week from that,
Mhm.
a week and a day, you returned the car. So, that was on a Monday we're asking you about.
Mhm.
And you said you don't recall? Do you recall, you familiar with St. Cloud?
Yeah.
You're familiar with St. Cloud. You know where 15 in Narcoossee and 192?
Yeah. 15 in Narcoossee, yeah.
Well, 15 is Narcoossee, and then you got 192.
Okay.
Okay? So, how has it been that we can put your car right there?
In St. Cloud?
Mm-hmm.
I've been staying there.
Well, that's a little further east than what you're saying.
Mhm.
What business would you have up there in that area?
Narcoossee. Where exactly is that?
It's
Narcoossee.
Narcoossee.
What's there?
In 192, there's a big intersection.
Mhm.
There's like a Winn-Dixie to the left, there's a Publix over there.
Mhm. Oh. I was there. Narcoossee and Winn-Dixie. Damn. If you can just give me an idea of what else is there. I can't recall the Winn-Dixie.
You're on 192, you're heading east, 15 crosses it. It's Narcoossee, crosses it. There's a Winn-Dixie to the left, there's a little Taco Bell right there in the corner. Diagonally back there, there's a CVS, there's a strip, not a CVS, there's a Publix strip mall. On the right, there's a 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. I remember I went there one day because my friend, he needed gas. He came down and I gave him some gas money.
What friend was that?
My friend in, what is he at now? Titusville, I think it's called.
Well, no, but what's your boy's name? So he said he lives in Titusville?
I think it's
So he-
no, Cocoa, excuse me.
He lives in
Cocoa, yeah.
Okay. So he came, he met you at 7-Eleven because what?
He needed some gas. He was going through some hard times and he needed gas money to go back and forth to work.
So he drove from Cocoa
Yeah.
to that 7-Eleven so you can give him some gas.
Yeah, he had to go to work the next day. He came with his girlfriend, I believe, and he needed some gas money.
What's the girl's name?
Oh, I don't know his girlfriend at all.
What did you say his last name was?
So I guess a reasonable person would say, my man drove from Cocoa
Cocoa.
to there,
Mm-hmm.
so you can give him some gas.
Yep, and he told me it was only like a 40-minute ride. He just needed some gas. He needed to make sure he got to work.
That's an 80-mile round trip
Yeah,
to get gas that he's gonna need to get to work.
yes.
That don't make no sense.
Hey, listen, tell him you came for gas. I gave him the money. Matter of fact, he actually gassed up right there at that gas station, yeah.
So if there's video, then we can, we'll be.
More than definitely, yeah.
Okay. All right, so what'd you do after that?
Gave him the gas, and I drove back.
You drove back where?
St. Cloud. Oh, right there by Rebecca. Well, you just got me at.
So you went from that salon right back to the house, right? That's what you're saying?
I'm pretty sure.
Think about that, my man. Think about it.
I'm trying. It's, trust me, this is crazy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty
sure. I'm gonna give you a little piece of advice right now.
Mhm.
Okay. When you're talking about the rest of your life,
Mhm.
you may want to be more than just pretty sure. So you may want to think about the answer you're going to give me.
Oh man, my mind is scattered all over the place right now.
Do you remember what time you gave him gas?
Yeah, it was late.
What's late?
Real late. It could have been midnight, after midnight.
How much
He
you
works.
gave him?
I gave him about 40, 50 bucks.
You don't know how much you gave him?
About 40, yeah, about 40, 50
Was
bucks.
it cash?
Yes. Just for him to pump up gas, and that's it.
You didn't talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, we spoke, how's everything? He told me his girlfriend is going crazy, and
So how did it come about that you guys decided to do that?
what's that?
Go to the 7-Eleven there.
Because he needed gas money. I wasn't going to him. He had to come to me.
He called you, said he needed gas money?
He texted me, and,
No, I don't know. That's right.
he texted one day, said he needed gas.
One day. It wasn't
Yeah.
that day he texted you?
He texts me. He calls me a lot for 20 year, 30 year,
Oh, so you know him that long?
Oh, yeah, I've been knowing him forever. Hmm.
Forever? How long is it?
We went to high school together, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
So you're talking about good
Yeah, we went
15, 20 years?
Yeah, I would suppose so, yeah.
So that day, whose idea was it to meet there?
Well, originally, my idea was to meet him on Nova Road at the Shell. Yeah, and that gas station was closed. And I told him, well, you're going to have to meet me either at Wawa or 7-Eleven. Then I realized 7-Eleven was closer than Wawa coming from the Nova Road.
Mm-hmm.
So I just waited at 7-Eleven.
But was it out of the kindness of your heart that you called him to offer the gas, or did he call you asking?
Oh, no. I might have contacted him and told him, if you still need gas or something like that, you can come on down. Because he's a late person, he works nights. He gets off around like 11. And yeah.
So you called to offer up gas money?
Honestly, I can't remember the whole situation, but I did meet him there to give him gas.
And you said when you guys were at the gas station, you guys talked?
Yeah.
Inside the car, outside the car?
We was outside, yeah, while he was pumping gas.
And what did you guys talk about?
I can't remember, shooting the shit,
Just shooting the shit.
Yeah, I know he was talking about his girlfriend. She was mad because she had to drive all the way down here just to get the gas, and he should have had the gas money, should have saved money, or,
Rico, remember when I told you that part of the things that we try to do is try to figure out if somebody planned this shit out, premeditated, or it was just something that happened that was an accident, self-defense or something. Two totally different types of people. It's basically the easiest way to put it is you have a monster or someone who made a mistake. That's probably the best way to explain it. So you tell me that you gave him gas, you guys bullshitted, He got gas, took off, you went back to
Yeah.
the house. You did not go back to the house. I know for a fact you didn't go back to the house. Now listen, Rico, listen to me. You're not here just because we're trying to pin this shit on you. You're here because we know that you did it. Okay? But this is what I'm telling you, man. You're here really as an opportunity to explain to us what happened that day. That's it. It was an accident, shit happened, I was pissed, he was pissed, I don't know. But it definitely would benefit you, because ultimately, for me, you know I'm going home at some point today, right? And chances are that you're not.
Me?
Yeah.
This is not good. I didn't do anything. I did not do anything.
You're going to stick to that story.
I did.
Just like that. Just like that.
I didn't.
When I already presented so much shit to you that it should at least give you that doubt in your mind that, damn, kid,
No,
you know?
I didn't do anything. So, yeah.
Alright, you got your phone. You said there was phone calls, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help out a little bit. Did you delete everything, or you still have it?
No, I didn't delete anything.
So the phone calls will probably help you out in this matter then a little bit more.
But here's the problem. I don't know if you use iPhone. Once you get to a certain thing on your recent history, it goes away.
It goes away.
You have to, I don't know how much history, but after a certain, like if you'll notice, if you look at iPhone history, you'll only see like the last few recent days.
Okay. Well, maybe you can help. Like I said, man, I want to try to believe more of what you're saying. And this is where we're at, where we talk about it, because there's some stuff that he knows more than I do. But like an easy example is some phone stuff, I believe, is that right? Technology, that's his forte. Okay. Why would all those things, phone, cars, video, why would that keep coming back to you?
I don't know.
Somebody set you up?
I don't know.
Did somebody set you up?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what's going on.
That explains that part of it.
So like, you drive that car, I guess, your mom?
Which car?
The one that was rented that you talked about?
Yeah.
Did anybody else drive that car?
Maybe my mother one time.
Does your mom know where Mr. Roosevelt lives at?
No.
Who knows where Mr. Roosevelt lives at besides you?
I know just me, really.
So, you being a driver of that vehicle, you're the only one that knows where Mr. Roosevelt is at. And there's every indication that that vehicle was there. How can you explain that?
I don't know.
And that's where we need your help from.
Yeah.
That's actually where I honestly thought you were like a certified IT guy and maybe knew more than
No, only for.
He's pretty good,
Yeah.
But just that simple thing, you can't explain.
What's that?
Why would you, the only person who drives that vehicle that knows where Mr. Roosevelt lives at, would be at Mr. Roosevelt's house? How do you explain something like that?
But I wasn't at his house.
What I'm trying to figure out then, if it wasn't you, A, the only person who drives that car, and maybe your mom, who doesn't know where Mr. Roosevelt at, what you're telling me is now that there's like a ghost that drove that car there.
No, I'm not telling you that. I see what you're saying.
If you could explain it better, maybe we'll have a better understanding. And the same thing goes with like, what did you say, like video stuff. Now, obviously the goal is to perhaps get the true side of what happened. Maybe you were involved in something.
No, I wasn't involved in anything.
So there's a lot of questions that you can't explain, like give answers to, but and your only answer was like, I don't know, I don't know.
This is, oh man, this is crazy. Like,
so obviously we know that you go to Mr. Roosevelt's house, right?
yes.
We know that,
Mhm.
right? You were, I guess, a friend of the family we want to call,
Mhm.
or an acquaintance, or even a business person.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to like DNA stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be common that your DNA is gonna be there, right?
I guess, yeah.
Because you've been to that house,
Yeah.
right? It's typical. What's the crazy part of it is there's a thing called, and I know you know because you're a computer guy, there's certain timestamps, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like when you upload something, I guess, into a computer, I just
Mhm.
learned this stuff, so I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
You upload stuff into a computer, it gets like stamped, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Or when you, like you said something big where I learned too, history.
Mm-hmm.
All history is
Mhm.
time-stamped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
That'll show you your time.
You
and
understand
your
that
page.
now?
Yes.
So this new stuff that I'm learning about, and he's like I said, he's a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has a timestamp.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy?
What's that?
Those timestamps
Mm-hmm.
says a certain date,
Mm-hmm.
a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me ask you this: can I manipulate those timestamps?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And a lot of like geniuses in that type of business,
Mm-hmm.
you can't manipulate those timestamps, right?
No, I don't think so.
So help me understand a little bit more. Maybe, I guess, for him to understand too. Why is all those timestamps pointing at one direction and only one direction?
I don't know.
Dude, that's gonna be defense for everything. I don't know. I don't know. Rico, I really don't think you understand this. Okay, and I'm telling you, I don't think you understand this. Okay, there's a difference of what you're looking at. There's a huge difference
Mm-hmm.
between, I'll say it again,
Mm-hmm.
premeditation
Mm-hmm.
and then something else happening. That's why you're sitting in that chair right now, man.
I hear what you're saying. And
Because I think, no, I take it back. I know that I could develop premeditation on you.
I didn't do anything.
And you know what state you're in, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you're going to tell me that you met at 7-Eleven to give him gas.
Yes.
Okay. How good of a friend is to you?
Pretty good friend. I mean,
Good enough that you can entrust him with personal stuff?
Sort of in a way.
Is he good enough friends with you that he entrusts you with personal stuff?
I would say sort of, like, you know, we know each other a long time, but we don't talk as often. Then we have spurs where we do talk for a while, and then we stop talking. So
He says personal, but what about secrets?
secrets.
Yeah, things that no one should ever talk about. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
What the
Like, would we talk like that?
Yeah.
Is that someone that you could tell a secret to?
I wouldn't say so.
Have you told them any secrets lately?
I don't know. Not that I can think of. Lately, yeah, I don't know. He hasn't been doing too good lately. I'm not, you know.
Too good like what?
I
What does that
don't know.
mean, too good?
I don't know. It kind of. I don't
Listen,
know.
I want you to really think about what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
Really think about it,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Is he someone
Mm-hmm.
that you might have told a secret to?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You should know that.
I mean, what do you consider a secret? I mean,
Killing somebody.
no. Listen, I have nothing to do with that. Like, I have nothing. This is crazy. Come on now.
When he set you up?
I don't think so. I mean,
I learned a lot this week,
mm-hmm.
especially about this video stuff. You know, like the video surveillance stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know that, that some video surveillance, you see video, but have you ever seen the one with video and audio?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that, I guess, certain video and audio could have been captured where secrets were shared? Is that possible?
I don't know. But I
want you to really think about it, okay?
But listen, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'll be straight up with you. And I don't owe anything at all. You know, I don't know him. You know, but I know a little bit about him, and I know he's done some stuff too. He's had issues in the past. Now you're saying that he's having issues now. Are you talking about like financial, personal, or what?
To me, it kind of looked like he's using drugs right now. That's what it kind of looks like, and that's what I mean. Like, I don't, you know, doesn't look too good, and
like where he's like fiending, or
I mean,
just high all the time, or
I don't think he's high all the time, but I don't know. It's different with him. I don't know. It just seems like he's using drugs, and
does he know Mr. Roosevelt?
No, I don't think so.
You know, does he know anything about him?
No, I don't think
Have
so.
you ever talked to him about Mr. Roosevelt?
I don't think so, no.
No, at all, period.
Do not think so.
No? Okay. So, you know we have the ability to find things out about phones.
Yes, yes.
Right. Do you not think we already looked into yours?
More than likely, yeah.
No. And you think we're going to find something in there?
No.
No. How about shit that contradicts some of the answers you've already given us? Yes. The answer would be yes.
Okay.
Because I've already found a bunch of contradictions. Okay? But you're going to sit here and continue to lie.
But I'm not lying.
That shows your character, and it shows kind of lack of remorse, lack of
but I'm not,
sympathy.
It's not that. I'm here in cuffs. I didn't do anything, and this looks like a real bad situation because it's like you're telling me I did something that I didn't do, and
Really?
it's a lot.
Really? Okay.
Do you, besides Mr. Roosevelt, do you know anyone else? His family?
No. I don't know his family.
At all?
At all.
His family? No.
I don't know if he has kids, children, grandchildren. I don't know. I'm asking you.
I think he has a son
Okay.
that he mentioned.
Okay. Anything else?
Family? No, I don't know his family.
Do you know his son's name?
No.
Have you ever met his son?
No. I know he said his family lives up north. His children or his child or whatever.
I'm sorry, just had to ask.
So your conversations with were interesting, especially on the 9th. That day that a lot of shit happened, 9th, 10th was crazy for you, right? The day you met at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Right? So when you left 7-Eleven, where did you go?
Pretty sure I just went straight back home.
You're pretty sure?
Yeah. I didn't stop for gas. I didn't need gas. I had already ate. And if I'm not mistaken, I had to take my girlfriend to work. Yeah.
Go home with you?
No.
He didn't follow you out?
No. To my home? No.
Out of the parking lot? Because he lives
Mm-hmm.
in Cocoa, so he'd be going the opposite direction of
Well,
you.
I don't know where he's, like I said, he's a night person, so him and his girl could have been going wherever, but I know he needed gas.
Did you talk to him after that? After the gas station?
Yeah, I think so. I think I did.
Did you call him? Did you text him?
Jeez. Probably, yeah.
Probably what?
I probably text him.
Probably text him? You don't remember if you called him?
Maybe.
Do you remember having a conversation with him prior to him getting to the 7-Eleven?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
You did. What did you guys talk about?
That's a rough one too. I'm going only if you know, like, I'm talking to people day to day, so it's like, I can't remember the exact conversation.
So, and that's the same thing you said, like the conversation you had at the gas station while he's pumping gas.
Like I said, that was just shooting the shit. He was just telling me about how his girl was angry that he didn't have gas, and I don't know. And he kind of, I don't know, it just looked bad. I don't know.
Well, as bad as this situation right now looks for you?
Apparently, I don't. Oh man, this is just, yeah.
Man, let me tell you. I got an arrest warrant for you and charging you with murder.
Me?
Yeah. And guess what? The opportunity was there, my man. The opportunity was there. So, based on all the
I didn't
stuff.
murder nobody though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't murder nobody. I did not murder. I would not take a life.
How about two?
What?
How about two?
To what?
Two people.
2 lives of innocent ass, old, law-abiding,
I would
God-fearing people.
not. I would not.
I need you to explain that day a little bit better than.
This is terrible.
Just tell us the truth, okay?
Ugh.
Tell us honestly.
I'm telling you the truth.
Look. Just like you said, we worked our asses off, man. And probably just as much as you did. When I say that, it's because you ain't stupid. And I'm not going to call you stupid. But there's certain things that you did to try to avoid being that stupid guy. Unfortunately, those acts or actions that you've done were easily traceable, track you down. You don't get what happened this morning by accident at your house, right?
I know.
So, just like I explained to you earlier, and he explained to you earlier, there's always 2 sides to the story. The one that we got is pretty good because I told you it's time-stamped. But I'm sure, I know for a fact that you have your own story. I know that for a fact already. It's if you're willing to release that story.
I don't have a story.
I want you to understand me. You know why? Because I can go. He taught me a lot. We could literally go minute by minute of what occurred July 9th, 2018. The day that you said was even crazy for you. You want to know why? Because that's going to be the day that you're never going to forget in your whole life. Whether you're at home, whether you're in jail, you will never forget that day ever. No matter what I say, what we do, that day is going to be imprinted like a timestamp in your brain and in your heart
July 9th?
Forever. Forever. And when you might be confused because it was late, but it's going to be that day, hours before you met up with, so I could refresh your memory even more. That day, you're never going to forget.
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly what happened, when it happened. You know more detail than anyone could imagine. You made a decision that day to do something. It's clear and day. Where you messed up was, you didn't track your steps that well.
What steps? What are you talking about?
I already had told you. I will repeat it, okay? I can repeat it. A, your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? Your phone is timestamped for every little thing you do.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's your phone. Nobody else's phone.
Mm-hmm.
The vehicle that you drove,
Mm-hmm.
that's timestamped.
Mm-hmm.
Only you know where Mr. Roosevelt lives.
Mm-hmm.
Camera system,
Mm-hmm.
that's timestamped,
Mm-hmm.
which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting locations, phone calls. I could go on and on. I'm not going to tell you that. The idea is to get the story from you.
I have no story.
Because it boils down to this. All that he says boils down to one freaking thing that I said already. It boils down to you plan this hard freaking cold-hearted murder, or your intentions were something else. Something went wrong that day, and them two ended up dead.
That's the one I think.
I telling you, the way that you're acting, your answers compared to what we've told you, and we've told you more than we normally tell people. We don't have to do that. Everything comes back to the fact that you're a freaking stone freaking cold killer.
No.
And you know who's going to see that, right? You know who's going to ultimately see that? Everybody.
But I'm not. I wouldn't do something like that.
The world.
I wouldn't do something like that. You can't say that.
I just said it. And you know what? I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it.
I did not do anything like that.
Is there going to be anything in that house that is going to support you or support us?
I don't know what you mean.
What I'm saying is that, is there anything in that house that A, perhaps doesn't belong to you, B, that there's something in that house that you might have used or touched during this incident? I mean, I could just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
What if there's stuff in your house that belongs to Mr. Roosevelt? Is that possible?
No.
Okay. I guess we have to go baby steps or whatever. I really don't know. We have to go baby steps, but
I can tell you, I'm done going baby steps with you.
I understand.
I am. And you know, ultimately, it's a person's decision. It's an individual decision which way we want to take this. Okay. Unfortunately, you're the one in that position, not me. Okay. And you can sit here and say 1,000,000 times, I don't know, was it me? But I can prove it. All right.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, right? But this looks bad. Can I see a lawyer, please?
yeah.
Thank you. I can't believe this. I didn't do anything. Can't believe